they've rattled off another one, and now, tonight, we could end with a 4-way tie for 2 playoff spots.
Yeah, Fort Vancouver, they have, their fate in their own hands. Fort Vancouver wins tonight, they're in the playoffs, done deal. But if Fort Vancouver loses tonight, if Hudson Bay wins, and Evergreen loses
to Mountain View,
to Mountain View, we'll have a 4-way tie. Fort Vancouver, Evergreen, Hudson Bay, and Mountain View, and that'll mean there'll be a play-in game tomorrow night for two play-in games. It gets complicated, but what you really need to know is if Fort Vancouver wins, they're in. If Hudson Bay wins and things line up, we could have 2 more basketball games tomorrow to see who gets into the actual playoffs. So we'll have a playoff before the playoffs.
Yes, now, if Mountain View beats Evergreen tonight and Hudson's Bay wins here on the Trappers home floor, the lineup tomorrow will be Fort Vancouver against Evergreen and Hudson's Bay with the rematch against Mountain View from last week that we saw. Great Hudson's Bay win for their first league win. This could line up crazy, Craig, but it all comes down to this game.
Yeah, and Fort Vancouver has the home court advantage. This place is going to be packed, but these schools are, you can spit and hit the other one. So you've got plenty of fans from Hudson Bay here. It's a rivalry game. So while the home court advantage means something, it's not like Hudson Bay had to travel 3 hours across the state to get their fans here.
Yeah, this is a rivalry unlike many others. A lot of these kids here went to middle school together, elementary school together, and then they split, and suddenly, they're fierce enemies. So I'm sure there'll be, some of these guys know each other out on the floor. We'll see if they're friendly or not.
Yeah, maybe they're friendly on Sunday, but tonight there's no friends here. It's a lot on the line. You see, it's senior night, so obviously a big night for the Fort Vancouver seniors. They have 3 of them: Dakota Jones, Johnny Green, and Jamil Morton being honored tonight before the game. And on senior night, a lot of emotions. They do not want to lose on senior night on their home court here at Fort Vancouver.
Right, because moms and dads are here, all the parents that are so integral to these teams, and everyone's gunning for a win tonight. They're recognizing the team managers, cheerleaders. Everyone's getting their shot to shine up there today.
You only have one senior night. You hope that you get a home game in the playoffs, but this is everyone knows from their freshman year on that they see the seniors have their senior night and they think, my goodness, what's it going to be like for me? Yeah. And then suddenly it is your night. And like I said, it's an emotional night. You talked about parents and family here, and of course girlfriends and possible prom dates. You don't want to lose on that day before you ask your favorite girl to the prom. So there will be emotion here, but Hudson Bay comes in thinking, what better way to spoil a night for our rival than come in, maybe possibly knock them out of the playoffs, beat them on their home court on senior night, and win the rivalry game. Now, they call this rivalry the Peace Pipe Rivalry. They have a trophy for the football game, keep it for the entire year. They play twice in the basketball. Fort Vancouver did win the first game, Orion, but it was just by 1 point. But that game was at Hudson's Bay. So you've got to give, the favorite has to be the home team tonight, don't you think?
I do. I believe, with Fort Vancouver in the standings right now, they have, overall, Fort Vancouver is 9-10. But again, Hudson's Bay has their last 2 games have both been league wins, and they're on a 2-game winning streak. The funny thing is, they could win tonight, win the Peace Pipe Rivalry tonight. Both of these teams could be in the playoffs on Sunday morning.
Right, if everything lines up with that play-in game. But Fort Vancouver doesn't want to have a play-in game. They just want to win. Yeah. Say we're in and let's get started. It is, as you mentioned, you can't, when you look at the records, neither one's stellar. 9-10 for Fort Vancouver, 9-9 for Hudson Bay. Fort Vancouver 3-6 in the league. Hudson Bay 2-7 in the league. So we're looking at teams that not amongst the elite in the league, but are very well matched.
Yeah, and even knowing Hudson's Bay like I do, the Eagles, seen them last week, this is a team that's scrappy. They won that game because they kept getting offensive rebounds, an amazing amount. With Travion Weiss and Eric Rapaloff were both monsters under the board. I mean, offensive rebounds, every time there was a miss, those guys were there. And you look at Fort's lineup here, they have, like you said, just 3 seniors, lots of juniors, and they have some length and athleticism on their starting lineup, including the senior, Green, who I saw during warm-ups before the senior night presentation there. He gets way up. He had a reverse, I wouldn't call it a dunk because he just lifted off the ground, turned around 180 in midair, and gently dropped the ball through the rim behind him. It's quite nice. Now, he's one of the seniors who was just honored, and I don't know that Hudson's Bay has that kind of size to stop Johnny Green.
We're not going to have a lot of size on either team. I mean, the tallest guy that's, you look at Hudson Bay, they have 2 guys listed over 6 feet tall, with Travis Weiss at 6'4" and Zachary Ross at 6'5". But after that, everyone's pretty much between 5'6" and 6 feet tall. And then when you turn it over to Fort Vancouver, you mentioned Johnny Green at 6'2". He's the tallest guy on the team, along with Pepper Stokes at 6'2". And if they're listed at 6'2", they're 6'1". So really, you're not looking at anyone much over 6 feet tall. So we're not going to see a lot of inside post play. You're going to see a lot of athleticism.
Yes.
And you're going to see a lot of guard play, which makes it for an up and down, hopefully fun, entertaining game.
And I'm looking out here, and what I'm seeing size-wise is a lot of cornerbacks, a lot of running backs and safeties.
Some wide receivers.
Yes, and this is we called a couple of football games together. It was fantastic. Game time as football and basketball, and man, is it a joy to be here. But we will recognize some of these names because these guys go from sport to sport, letter to letter, and it's especially nice to honor these seniors.
You look at Hudson's Bay, you mentioned football players. Quadrice Teague and Marcus Cadiz, both wide receivers, excellent wide receivers. So they have speed. Neither one tall, one listed at 5'7", one at 5'10". But they're athletic, they're fast.
Yeah, and
they're going to get up and down this court quickly.
With Demarie Gibson and Quadrice Teague, Nick was saying last week, Nick Voll, the fantastic guy who you recognize from behind the mic sometimes, he was saying this is likely the fastest backcourt in the 3A Greater St. Helens League. They are zippy fast. But I mean, I'm not trying to discount Fort's athleticism either. I mean, this is a team I was watching during warm-ups. Just about everybody on the team can shoot the 3, and as you know, the offenses now are just being built around open 3-pointers and moving the ball. And I can't wait to see the Trappers, see them play, see what they do.
Yeah, thanks to Dirk Nowitzki, I think everyone shoots the 3 no matter what size you are.
Yeah.
So you have, there's not a lot of mid-range game going on. Everyone in the warm-ups as you're watching, everyone's shooting from behind the line. Why wouldn't you? There's a line, you want to step behind it, you get an extra point. So we're going to see a lot of that. We're winding down to a final minute so we get ready for this basketball game. It's Rivalry basketball on VPS Game Time. Greater St. Helens League Hoops with a playoff game and bragging rights on the line. Excited to see this one. They're going to line up and probably the national anthem, and when they do, we will pause, just so you know. So there's a little bit of time between. We want to honor our flag, but you see the records there: 9-10, 3-6 for the Trappers, 9-9, 2-7 for Hudson Bay. Trappers and Eagles, a very evenly matched game tonight with a lot at stake.
So the Trapper Band will be playing the national anthem tonight. They're good. The musical programs at Vancouver Public Schools are fantastic. Every band rocks.
So we'll pause here for a moment as we honor our flag with our national anthem. All right, now we're set for some rivalry basketball. And Orion, this is what they call a barn. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, this is a high school gym. It's hot in here. It's loud. It's the perfect combination of, you got the three-point line, the modern rims, but you can feel the history in here.
And it's bouncing, Craig, because this is just this classic rivalry game. One of the best rivalries you have in Vancouver high school sports. So we're going to get the starting lineups now. For Hudson's Bay, it's Demarie Gibson, Quadrice Teague, Eli Hoover, Eric Ryapoloff, and Marcus Cadiz. Now, Ryapoloff, I was mentioning, big rebounder. Quadrice Teague and Gibson, both super fast. Cadiz also. And Eli Hoover, tall but outside gunner.
As I mentioned, they have a nice contingency of fans for the away team. And now we're getting set to say hello to the home team. The Fort Vancouver Trappers, the lights come on. The spotlights come on. The fans stand up. The cheerleaders stop as we get set for what they will be their final home game of the year, and a game they hope will be a victory and send them off to the playoffs.
There's Zeke Block.
Yeah, don't get hurt in the warm-ups, man. That was a heck of a body check.
This is fantastic. I'm bouncing out of my bleacher seat right now.
5'8", senior guard, wearing the letter O, Dakota Jones.
A real Blazer feel to this. It sounds like Mark Mason on the mic. He's got the good call.
And of course, their colors not far off. A little black and red and white. Of course, you got to have your signature handshake. So you see it's Dakota Jones, James Husband Jr., Johnny Green, Jamel Morton, and Ezekiel, we call him Zeke Block.
Yep, all three of the Trapper seniors are starters, and they also start two juniors.
Yeah, it's all upperclassmen for the home team tonight. As we line up for the tip. A little later start. Might have expected. Right around 7:50. You had said it was going to be 8 o'clock. We got there 10 minutes early.
We got there. We made it. Looks like they're going to have Dakota Jones jumping up against Hoover.
Yeah, that seems strange. Maybe they're just giving it up, get the possession in the second quarter. We'll see. There's a whistle. Here's the tip. And yep, easily won by Eli Hoover. So Hudson Bay will have the first possession, first pass, thrown out of bounds. Hey, it worked out well for the home team. They'll get possession in the second quarter, and 5 seconds in, they've got possession in the first quarter.
I'll tell you, the crowd this size, there's going to be some butterflies. You want to get those turnovers out of the way when it's 0-0, and then start holding on to the ball.
Senior captain James Husband Jr. handling the ball, hands it over to Johnny Green. Dribbles between his legs, cutter up and in with the layup, out, doesn't go in, a rebound going the other way. Hudson Bay's Eli Hoover with the board. Hudson Bay on offense, pass inside, we got another turnover. A little ugly early, waiting for our first two. Trevor Hupton passes it off to the corner, that's Jameel Morton, up off the rim. Ball loose, offensive rebound, and there's our first hoop. You talked about him in pregame. Johnny Green is athletic. He sneaks in, grabs a rebound, puts it up and in. Trappers lead 2-0.
And you got to imagine Green and Morton and Jones have all been playing together their whole lives. They sure seem to work well together.
Another turnover for Hudson Bay. Fort Vancouver cannot capitalize. Hudson Bay heads the other way looking for their first basket. The trap works beautifully as T gets the steal, and then the pass, the layup, no good from Carter Morris.
Real tough defense.
Actually, it was James Hudson Jr. with the miss.
Yeah, you notice that the pressing, harassing defense has not made it easy for the Eagles. The Trappers are up in their grill.
Still 2-0, 6:30 left in the first. That was another miss by Eli Hoover. That one from 3. We've got a steal.
Cadiz.
We've got a fast break. Layup up and in. Well done by Marcus Cadiz. The steal and the score on the other end. 2-2 tie, another turnover. Here comes Hudson Bay headed the other way, and they're running. Layup is, whoa, I don't know what that was. I don't know what to call that. Oh, they're calling it a deflection though.
Oh, they're going to leave it down here, and the home
you
crowd.
know that probably, tough angle for the ref, but when all 10 guys start walking the other way,
Yeah.
probably wasn't deflected.
Well, it's a little nerve-wracking to be 5'8" coming down the break against someone who's 6'2" with the hops like Green, so I might have thrown it up high too.
There's a corner 3 attempt by Cadiz. It's off. Rebound and headed the other way is Fort Vancouver. 2-2 tie, 5:50 left in the first quarter. Early on in the rivalry game, the Peace Pipe rivalry. Already had our first substitution for the game.
Ooh, nice spin move.
Up, will not fall. Husband Jr. can't find it inside, but there's the trap again, and we've got a almost steal. Now we do have a steal, and now we've got a break, a layup, up and in. The foul, that will count. Well done.
Yeah, Morton really kept his head after getting hit from on the back of his legs with that foul. Still able to put that ball in. Real heads up, real good concentration.
Yeah, Jameel Morton with the and one gives his Trappers a 4-2 lead and a chance to take a 3-point lead with 5:30 left here in the first quarter. You mentioned some nerves and some jitters in a game like this, and let's just be honest, it's a little ugly early.
Yeah,
He nails the free throw.
but exciting, back and forth.
Yep.
And this Trapper D is really
Trapping.
creating some problems. Yeah, no doubt, right?
So they have the correct rebound. Now Trappers get another steal. Up and in, and we've got a dunk. And the crowd loves it. Johnny Green showing off athleticism, gets the steal and the slam on the other end. It's 7-2 home team. The students are on their feet and cheering as the Trappers trap works perfectly and leads to 2 points.
Yeah, that defense, Johnny Green and especially, and also Jameel Morton are harassing, long arms, cutting into passing lanes. That is something else.
Now you mentioned about, you called it at the beginning about the athleticism, and they are certainly showing that on the defensive end, especially with the traps. We keep our own stats here, which means we don't have stats for us as far as steals, but I'm going to go with at least 6 steals in the opening 2 minutes and 55 seconds.
Just throw a number out. I like it. Now here, trap again, but Hoover brings it up back to Cadiz. Now,
inside, well, good pass, beautiful. It's all right, that was Morse.
Yeah.
Inside, and that's your man, Ryan. Say his last name for me.
Ryan Ryapolov.
Ryapolov his first basket makes it 7-4 for Appleoff. I'm going to have to practice that one. Now, it's a steal from Hudson's Bay. Little Euro step does not convert those Cadiz, and now we have a foul. Considering how much up and down we've had, not a lot of fouls, which is good. Refs have kind of let them play a little bit.
I like Cadiz on that take. I mean, he's coming down against a bigger man. It's kind of a hop, skip, and a jump step.
Yeah, that's the old Euro step.
The Euro, I like it. Big confident jump. Looks like Weiss is in.
Morton handles it into the corner. Drive, stop, pop, does not drop, and there's Weiss. That's a big man with a big rebound. Number 32. Saw him shooting threes, and then he threw it away. You know, it's a shame.
Girls down in front of us, Craig, not paying attention to the game.
Well, thing is, Weiss threw a pass to a 6'2" guy. Unfortunately, Quadrice Teague's only about 5'7".
Yeah.
Blame his parents, you know.
Says a man who knows.
I blame my parents all the time for my height. I wish I could say I was 5'7", but I'd be wearing awful kind of 2-inch heels probably.
We call those wedges.
Carter Morse hands it off to Quadrice Teague. There's a steal, actually the other way. Another steal, there's Hudson's Bay, and that is Carter Morse headed the other way, but we got a turnover. It's back and forth and not a lot of scoring.
I just don't know how the Eagles are gonna get their points tonight. The fast breaks are Swift coming down with it. Around
coming down a little bit. Inside, Jamil. The Trappers were 3:53 left in the. You mentioned how are the Eagles the ball over. Man, can work as they're rushing it as you ball after the wall and turn turnover. We're gonna have to give them the ball when two guys on you. Quick
double team. Ball handler.
Yeah, that's the key right now. The point guards aren't able to really control the offense. Man, Weiss for the long three. Front rim, out of nowhere. Comes in Jamil Morton.
Yeah, Rappaloff was trying for one of his specialty offensive rebounds, but he got wrapped up there with the Trapper player.
Morton can flat out jump. That's what we've learned.
Yeah.
He flew in and grabbed that.
Well, this has been a first quarter that I think the Eagles would like to turn around, and yet they're only 5 points down.
Make it 8 as Johnny Green drills the three, ends up on his rear, but he'll take it every time. 12-4, Trappers lead, 3:10 left in the first quarter, and the trap continues. Hudson Bay handles it okay, and this is where they need to just settle down. They didn't.
Heels on the line there by Weiss. He's
got big heels.
Yeah, well, he is the biggest man on the floor right now. He's comes in at 6'4" on the roster, and we were wondering.
He looks 6'6" out there, considering no one's, above 6 feet tall, really. Takes up a lot of room. He comes out to play a little bit of defense. There's a foul. And Morton is just kind of dominating right now on both ends of the court. Gets to the line there. He's already had an N1, knocked down a free throw. He's got a chance to give his home team a 10-point lead as he goes to the line with the Trappers up 12-4 with under 3 minutes left here in this first quarter of the rivalry game.
And pretty confident the Trapper team is in their free throw shooter, as both of their posts are back playing defense, and no one's going to be going for the rebound here. This is that's a sign that
it's your senior captain at the line.
Yeah, he's money.
He has not hit the rim yet, nothing but net, and of course, we didn't jinx him. He nailed it. 10-point lead, 14-4. Eagles again being trapped, trying to pass out of it. Weiss handles it with the left. He is a lefty. There's that double team again. Great pass as he finds the open man. Very well done. The layup is up and in from Quadri's Teague. That's what you get when a guy can look over that double team.
Yeah,
he can find the man. So smart to bring Weiss in the game and let maybe the offense run through him as it makes it 14-6. That's our easiest bucket of the game by far.
It really was an easy bucket because it was a clean pass to a cutter who was wide open. The Trapper D left Teague unguarded.
Johnny Green, another three. This one's off, and no surprise. Weiss with the rebound, the lefty looking. He's going to take it across. He'll wait for the double team. Pass out of it to Morse. Into the corner. That's not where you want to be, but he got pushed.
Now, you know, what started as a pretty slow quarter, Craig, some points are on the board now, and this has turned into, like, you know, kind of a point every 22nd kind of game. I'm into it.
Substitution for Fort Vancouver. Myron Lawrence comes on into the game, the junior. They listed him as a guard, but he went and guarded Weiss right off the bat, so they're in a zone right now, though. So he's going to find his man. They got to find Weiss. Why not? Big old 32 is been the best passer for Hudson Bay so far. There's a look. That's deflected, though. That'll stay.
Green and his long arms. He disrupts passing lanes that aren't even really passing lanes. He makes his own passing lanes and then disrupts them.
Morsel inbound, inside, tough angle, up, out, no good. A rebound going the other way. And Johnny Green. There's a three. That's off.
Boy, the crowd wanted that one.
Eli Hoover with the rebound, gives it to Teague. Teague looking to set up the offense, but that's a smart way to go. There's Weiss. He likes the jumper. That's short. The big guy likes the outside shot. Just go to the chest. Smartly done by Johnny Green, and he'll get to the foul line.
Green's aisle to the lane, or his lane to the basket there disappeared when the defense came together. And you can see he jumped into the D and then just kind of turned around. He knew what was happening. It was no use trying to get the good shot up. Just absorb that foul, land safe, and get to the line.
And the senior guard knocks down the first free throw to give his team a 15-6 lead with 1:18 left here in the first quarter.
And now officially the tallest guy on either team is checked in. That's for the Eagles. Zachary Ross, number 22, is in there.
Listed at 6'5", just an inch taller than Weiss. Weiss has got the ball now, the lefty. Passing out of the trap. There's Johnny Green again. Those arms. He gets him in the way, deflects out of bounds. 1:07 left now, 10-point lead for the Trappers.
Yeah, Hoover was a big scorer for Hudson's Bay last Friday. He hasn't really had a chance to get any offense going at all. They are pounding him.
That's where Weiss should be. The beautiful lefty bank from the big man up and in at 16-8. It's his first basket after missing a few outside shots. If I'm his coach, I'm telling you, hey, that's where you're going to be, big guy.
Yeah,
that's a much higher percentage shot.
Watch his footwork, too. You'll see he has a good spin, as we saw right there.
Johnny Green with the crossover step back. Mid-range jumper falls, and it's back up to a 10-point lead with 40 seconds left in the first. Here's the trap again from the Trappers, and that's got to be a foul. It is. It's on Green. Good sportsmanship. Green goes to pick up his opponent.
Teague took a tumble last Friday in the game we were doing, and it was sounded scary. Now he bounced up off of that one. I think that man maybe made a
He's just one muscle. He's just one muscle.
Yeah, it is, and it's a tough muscle. So
Weiss with the spin,
move, see?
gets caught in the corner. Now he's in trouble.
What great defense.
He's
Great
looking foul,
defense.
didn't get it, but T gets it right back, and he slips. There it is, another turnover behind the back from Morton, up and in. That was pretty. Morton gets the steal, goes behind the back, gets to the rim, up and in, 20-8, 5 seconds left. Hudson Bay looking for the last basket of the quarter, and they will get it 20-10. Well done by Teague to get it in and make it a 10-point ball game. But so far, it's the home team doing exactly what they wanted to do. A 10-point lead after one. It's 20-10, Fort Vancouver. And once again, Fort Vancouver wins. They're headed to the playoffs.
And I'm quite impressed with a couple of players on the Trapper team right now. They are scrappy, hard-working, creative on offense, and just hard-nosed on defense. That Trapper trap is the story of the game so far for me.
Yeah, they obviously went in with the strategy of putting the pressure on and making the Eagles break their trap, and the Eagles have not figured it out. Just a couple times with Weiss, the big man, was able to find an open man break into the hoop for one layup. Every basket that the Eagles have had to get, they have earned. It has been difficult. And if they don't figure out a way to avoid that trap or to take advantage of it, and really, they're going to have to hurt Fort Vancouver with it. They're going to have to get easy buckets.
And Coach Theo Michele is definitely wondering what it's going to take to get some points on the board for his team. Trappers start with it here in the second quarter.
Morton's feeling it. Gets fouled.
Yeah, they got a little touch on the elbow there, that classic little elbow tap. That shot came up about a foot short. It's usually indicative of a tappity tap.
Yep, and you could see that Morton is feeling it. Much confidence, knew he wanted to take that shot. Why not? He's been money at the line. Drills another one. They've not missed a foul shot yet.
And again, the Trappers send their two posts back to the backcourt because of I think they have a lot of faith in this young man here.
And they also know that they're about 6 inches shorter than Hudson Bay, 6'4", Weiss under there. Here, their idea to break the trap is through their big man, kind of have Weiss walk it up. But this is where they've been getting hurt. Once they get over half court, they haven't been able to work it into easy buckets. There's Weiss taking on the entire team there.
Oh, yeah.
He got the foul.
I mean,
there were 4 guys covering him at that one point, but hey, why not? The guy can dribble for a big guy. Using his caboose to protect the basketball, got to the close into his range and got fouled, so he'll go to the hoop looking for his 3rd and 4th point of the game.
And with the long arms of this Trapper defense, it's not like you're going to pass the ball to a guy down there right now. That just ain't happening. So the dribbling with the spin move, backing them down, post up, and getting to the rim where the shots are more high percentage. It's like the only way you're going to be able to do it right now. This Trapper D is long and fast.
Misses the second, so here comes Fort
What
Vancouver.
a fake.
A beautiful block inside there.
Yeah, that was a remarkably good fake by Myron Lawrence, and then Eli Hoover just got on an escalator.
They went for the alley-oop on the outside.
Wow.
Did not work, though. There's a 3 attempt from the corner. That's short. A rebound, Fort Vancouver. That was Husband Jr. with the board.
Another fake and
Lawrence
another
ends
drive
up short,
by Lawrence.
gets his own rebound. My view's a little obstructed here. Just like a good partner in crime, Orion Ludlow doing the hard work, going asking somebody to sit down so the short play-by-play guy can see the basket. Appreciate that.
It's one thing is we got the action right in front of us and it draws the eye.
Well, the students are all standing up as well. They should be on senior night.
We have a TV in front of us. For people at home who don't know, we have a TV in front of us that shows all the action, but it's just little, and there's little guys on it. And out here on the floor, these are some life-size human beings, and it's just more of an eye magnet.
Lawrence knocks down the second one to give the 12-point lead. I don't even understand what that was. the trap just frustrating Eli Hoover to the point where
Very
he ended up
frustrating.
just throwing it up, hoping that Superman was going to fly in.
Yeah, that was.
His teammates are talking to him and trying to figure out what they'll do next time down, but the Trappers' defense is, at this point, frustrating the Eagles. They lead by 12 and they have the basketball. Husband Jr. handling it, dribbling hard with the right hand. There's a steal. The layup is no good. A great follow, though. Well done by Zachary Ross. He flies in and puts it back up and in, making it 23-13.
That's how a nice way to run the break. Have a trailer that's there to gather the rebound.
That three is way off.
Cadiz fouled in midair there.
Cadiz gets the rebound. Could we be feeling a momentum shift? 10-point lead, but Hudson Bay with a chance to score consecutive buckets for the first time all night. With 6:11 left here in the second quarter, they have to avoid the trap. Good fake that time by Hoover. That's Morse, actually. There's the big man.
Oh, he
Tried, bit off a little more than he could chew on that one. Here comes Fort Vancouver the other way. Johnny Green runs into trouble, but sends it up. Nice pass. Myron Lawrence can't put it down, so here comes Hudson Bay. There's Cadiz. To the rim, up and in for two. Cadiz makes it an 8-point lead.
Demarie Gibson just skied for that rebound earlier, though. That allowed the break to start ahead of him.
Husband Jr. misses, and here comes Hudson Bay again, trying to score 6 straight points. That will go in, and the foul. Hudson Bay. I can't say his name.
Ryan Ryapolov, and he's a high achiever. That was good basketball there. He also absorbed it. Shot and still got it in.
So that's 6 straight as Ryapolov puts it up and in with a chance to make it 7 straight and make it just a 5-point game.
This is why the frustration's a little early because it just took a little bit of energy, some defense, a little bit of luck to get it done.
He misses, but Hudson Bay gets the rebound, gets a chance to make it a 4-point play or maybe 5. It is in. We've got ourselves a ball game now. As Carter Morse, well, the code was right. He drills a 3 and it's 23-20. Suddenly the Eagles down by just 3. And the Eagle fans, you can hear them chant Eagle Power.
They haven't had much to cheer about, but these last couple of minutes, 9 straight for the visiting team. Just a hell of a run.
And now they got a chance to score 2 more. Morse ahead of the crowd, goes to the rim strong, it's in. We got a 1-point ball game, 23-22 at Fort Vancouver. They need a timeout. They need to talk about it because suddenly their double-figure lead is down to just 1 with 4:44 left in the half. It's a 1-point ball game. Home team leads 23-22.
And it was good to see the Eagles get back to the coach Michele to talk. I mean, they have just scored. They've doubled their score in an 11-0 run to get this game within 1, and it's been on scrap and guts. They're taking it to the rim on the break. There was an opportunistic 3-pointer in the corner, a couple of really important big rebounds by Demarie Gibson, the 5'7" kid who can sky. He started 2 fast breaks by himself by getting above everybody else for the rebound, and suddenly, I mean, there were some heads hanging a little bit earlier, Craig. I know no one, it wasn't terrible, but this is a big turnaround.
This is what rivalry games are all about, back and forth. The Trappers need to get back on course with their offense. And they go right strong to the rim, and now we've got a chance to get Hudson Bay's first lead of the game. It's short. We've got a bunch of bodies on the ground and a foul. I think it's going to be on Fort Vancouver, so Hudson Bay with a chance to have their first lead of the game, down by 1. The key has been they haven't let Fort Vancouver get the trap started. We got an offensive foul right off of the inbounds. That'll hurt you. So Fort Vancouver with a chance now to build their lead back up, leading by 1 with 4:24 left in the first half here at Fort Vancouver High School.
This has been a game of runs because it was the Trappers who went on that big run to take a 23-11 lead. Now the big run by the Eagles, 11 straight. And you know, if you're the Trappers, the home team here and the home crowd, you want to break that run right now.
You don't want to give up the lead, that's for sure. Stop, pop, and it does not come close to dropping. That shot by Husband Jr. way short. Hudson Bay with another chance to take their first lead of the ball game. Carter Moss off to the corner to Cadiz. Cadiz looking inside. Nice pass to the corner again, and now we've got a foul. It's on Green. That's his second foul. Got to keep a close eye on that. Green doesn't want to get his third, that's for sure, before we go to halftime. Over the limit, so Hudson Bay's Marcus Cadiz at the line with a chance to give his team, his Eagles, their first lead of the game. His first free throw is up, and it's good. We've got a tie ball game. Sure, Cadiz applauds himself and his teammates as they come from 11 back to tie this ball game up. And suddenly, Hudson Bay has the lead. Who would have thunk it? 24-23 with less than 4.5 to go. Fort Vancouver trailing for the first time. Green goes to the hole. It's no good. Hudson Bay with a rebound. And they're headed the other way, looking to build on that first lead. Cadiz is flying a little bit out of control. Lucky not to get a foul called on him there. As Fort Vancouver heads back looking to regain the lead, down by 1. Drive and a dish. No good.
Hoover with another big rebound.
Hoover's just sucking in the rebounds, is he not?
Yes, sir.
All these, by the way, pun intended.
Oh, I see. Jeez, man, that one took me forever.
I also put on Morse, and the code was correct, and you didn't get that one either. I'm killing it over here, Orion, and you got nothing.
Words are words, man. This is basketball.
Turnover. Hudson Bay, Fort Vancouver takes it back. 3:09 left in the half. Suddenly, the home team trails by 1.
And you know, I would say the split of the crowd here is almost even.
Well, they're louder when they're doing well. That's for sure. We didn't hear much of the Eagle crowd till they took the lead.
Boy, and then we heard.
Now they're loud. Here comes that trap again, and it works to perfection. Up and in for the layup. Well done, Husband Jr.
Crowd calling for a travel behind us.
Jamil Moore, he didn't travel.
No.
That was illegal. 25-24. Trappers back up by 1. The chance to go back, build on that to get it to 3 or 4 with 2:30 left. There goes Morton in the corner. Finds his shooter. Number 3 for 3. And Travis Huffman comes off the bench and drills a 3. And it's 28-24 home team. Here goes that trap again. And it works again. Husband Jr. picks it up. Over to the corner. We've got another 3. This one's way off. And Hoover, no surprise, sucks in the rebound. It's a 4-point game for the Trappers. They lead with 1:55 left. Here comes that trap. They passed before. Smart. Well done. Teague liked the 3, decided to go in for the layup, dismissed it, and then that's a frustration foul.
Yeah.
Teague knew he should have made that shot. He earned it. Couldn't put it home.
And that was a chance there where after doing the trap and getting past the trap, the defense hadn't quite set yet. Teague made the smart choice. He went right to the rim. But ball just rolled right off the bracket. It was close. Close.
Got the shot he wanted, just didn't convert.
So
Nicholas Campbell coming in the game for Hudson Bay for the first time.
5 straight points for the Trappers after that 12-point. Sorry.
I think it was
13 point,
13 point run. Johnny Green at the line, misses his first free throw of the night. Hudson Bay with the rebound. We're down to about 1:30 left in the first half of the Peace Pipe rivalry. The trap in the corner.
Are they calling that
They're saying out of bounds, giving it to the Eagles.
Oh, okay.
No. The Trappers are calling it travel, but the men in the stripes did not agree. They're all that counts.
We are not in an optimal spot while we are essentially on the floor at the half-court line.
There's a three. That's off the back of the rim, and here comes the Trappers headed the other way. That's an offensive foul. Hey, well done. Nicholas Campbell comes off the bench, takes an offensive foul. He's limping a little, but he earned it. With a smile.
I can't remember his nickname. It's like Iceman or Maverick or something. It's definitely like a Top Gun referencer.
It's got to be Iceman.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
With a do like
It
that.
looks like Val Kilmer, a mini Val Kilmer. Another steal and another layup for Scott Hudson from the 6-point lead. Trappers.
A minute left in this first half, and it seems like the Trappers have rediscovered what got them that big lead early.
Yeah, the trap. That's what got him there.
It's not just a clever name.
They beat it that time. Hoover sucks in the rebound, but it's blocked. Here comes Fort Vancouver with a 6-point lead and under a minute left. See if they'll go for the 2-for-1. It's not a 24-second shot clock, so they won't. 38 seconds left in the game, 20 on the shot clock. Another three, another three. Travis Huffman, 6 quick points, and the lead's back up to 9 with 30 seconds and another steal. Hey, get it to Huffman. No, instead to the rim, well done. And it's an 11-point game. You talk about scoring in bunches and quickly.
That is what these teams are doing. This is a 12-point run to answer a 13-point run, Craig. That's nuts.
Hudson Bay trying to get the last basket of the half. They will not. And we'll go to the half with Fort Vancouver up 35-24. Wow, the thing switched quickly twice in that second quarter.
So first, it was 20-10 at the half, or at the end of the first quarter. It was 22-11 when the Eagles went on their run. Suddenly it's 24-22. Then the Trappers followed that with a 12-point run of their own. This is insane. Look at some highlights.
First half highlights.
Cadiz with the acrobatics,
in for the rim, one of the easiest buckets Hudson Bay would get all night. Saw a lot of that. A lot of layups on the fast break from Fort Vancouver. Jameel Morton, the captain.
Morton and Green, so many steals. Yep. They just
There's Green with that dunk. It counts. It counts. He got over the rim.
That was a fine dunk. That was absolutely acceptable.
Hudson Bay coming back on the other end, but then Jameel Morton was just everywhere.
He was at the rim all night, this whole first half.
It's Johnny Green's only 3 of the first half, and he ended up on his caboose. But he got 3. Weiss came in the ball game and made a beautiful pass here. That really was their easiest bucket. At that point, they were struggling big time, so the big man had the beautiful assist and a nice lefty up and in. Here's another break. This is a beautiful job by Morton. He went behind the back after the steal and up and in for 2. That's when it was a double-figure lead, but then suddenly Hudson Bay decided, hey, we're going to get back in this ball game. Quickly rattled off those points. Team with the hoop, and then the beautiful Zachary Ross put back, and then it was Cadiz who gave him the lead. And then another fast break point here. That's your guy for the up and in and one. Ryapolov.
Yeah. Now this is
there's the
with the Morse three. That was, I think, what gave them.
And that's Cordovar strong in the hoop, and suddenly it was a 3-point lead for Hudson's Bay. But don't blink, because Fort Vancouver.
They never scored again in that half.
They decided to explode. And hey, how about the kid off the bench with a couple threes here in the quarter?
Huffman, man. Snap.
Travis Huffman drilled 2 of them. And I think he's 2 for 2. Here's the second one. That one was from D.
Sorry, I needed you to say it.
D.
Yeah.
From 3.
Wow.
And now suddenly we look up and it's 35-24. If you left after the first quarter and then showed up at halftime, you thought, oh,
yeah,
Trappers have just been doing what they've been doing.
Yeah.
They had no idea that in the middle of that quarter there was a run from Hudson Bay to give them the lead.
And you know that run corresponded with no trap. As soon as the trap came back, that leads us back up to 11. And we're going to send you guys to a halftime thing, I think. So, back in a bit.
If you're interested in the field of industrial or interior design, architecture, horticulture, landscaping, sustainable design, or natural resources and conservation, then Hudson's Bay ACES is for you. In horticulture, you'll study and grow the most common plants used in the nursery industry, experience floral design, landscape design, and greenhouse operations. In design technology, you'll learn how to design blueprints to scale using paper and pencil, as well as industry-standard computer-aided drafting software. You'll also gain experience in animation 3D rendering programs. In natural resources and conservation, you'll learn about soil dynamics, ecosystem and diversity, populations, land and water change, climate change, fish and wildlife, energy and recreational resources. Students in the Bay Aces Magnet complete projects and deliver services that give back to the community at large. If you think it sounds fun to design, build a landscape or real-life project like a PGA putting green, hydroelectric dam, or water landscaping feature, then the Bay Aces is a great choice for you. Whenever you're ready.
Do you like to work with others? Do you think both creatively and critically? Do you like to investigate issues that affect you? If so, then Vancouver iTech Preparatory may be the place for you. Vancouver iTech Preparatory is an all-day school of choice program for students interested in STEM fields: science, technology, engineering, and math. If you are a person that likes STEM topics, then you will love what we do at Vancouver iTech Preparatory. Students are given a laptop each year to allow them to research topics as well as learn new programs in drawing and engineering. Some of these programs are Scratch, Robot C, SketchUp, and Revit. Our classes focus on combining all subjects into projects that are then presented to other students, parents, and community members by either preparing a computer presentation or creating a physical item to show what learning has been happening throughout the school day. This process is known as the project-based learning. With hands-on approach for creating an outcome, this school has a fun place to learn and has teachers that are always willing to help if a student has a question. The teachers provide time before school, after school, and on some Saturdays to help students finish their assignments and provide tutoring if needed. Any students wanting to be part of Vancouver iTech Preparatory needs to be willing to work on skills such as communication, collaboration, teamwork, and problem solving. They need to be willing to push their thinking as they design and engineer solutions to real-world problems. Curiosity as well as critical and creative thinking are encouraged and expected as students learn the problem-solving process. Students attending Vancouver iTech Preparatory High School, which is located on the Washington State University Vancouver campus in the Clark College building, have an added opportunity of participating in their early college program. Students in their freshman and sophomore years can take one class per term at Clark College in areas such as English and computer programming. Then, once the student reaches the age of 16, they have an opportunity to take courses through Washington State University Vancouver in a variety of fields. If you have an interest in STEM and are willing to work hard to learn various subjects involving STEM, then apply for Vancouver iTech Preparatory. A lottery process will be used for acceptance into our program.
If you are curious about the world around you and are interested in global issues that impact all of us, then the Fort Vancouver High School Center for International Studies is for you. Fort is a member of the Asia Society's International Studies Schools Network, and our school-wide International Studies program is about developing your global competence through investigating the world, recognizing perspectives, communicating your ideas, and taking action to make a difference in your community and our world. In every class at Fort's Center for International Studies, students are actively learning about global issues and how they can positively impact our world. All Fort students have access to a wide variety of globally focused coursework, including Mandarin and Model United Nations. At Fort, there's a travel center where you can explore learning opportunities within the United States and internationally to broaden your perspective and enhance your high school experience. Students at Fort also have the option to earn an International Studies diploma by completing projects and community service along with their required courses. While you're here at Fort Center for International Studies, you can take advantage of our programs of choice such as culinary arts, medical arts, and welding and machine technology. Fort students are making a difference in our world. Come be a part of the diverse and vibrant school community at the Fort Vancouver High School Center for International Studies. If you want an academically challenging, internationally themed curriculum, and you have excellent study and time management skills, the International Baccalaureate Magnet would be a great fit for you. IB courses are offered for both your required and elective credits. As a freshman and sophomore, you'll take pre-baccalaureate classes which prepare you for the IB program your junior and senior year. You can earn an IB diploma if you successfully complete 5 IB classes in English, world language, history, science, mathematics, and 1 elective IB course. Plus, you'll need to complete the IB core requirements, consisting of a theory of knowledge class, an extended essay, and the creativity, action, and service hours. Or you can choose to take individual IB courses if you just like to seek academic rigor in a specific area of interest. You'll have the option to earn college credit while you're in high school and leave with an internationally recognized diploma. Do you enjoy science, math, or technology? Are you considering a career as a physical or chemical scientist? How about a mechanical engineer or video game programmer? Then the SMT Magnet is for you. In the SMT Magnet, you'll build on your passion for science, mathematics, and/or technology by designing solutions to real-world problems using a hands-on approach and state-of-the-art technology. College-level, advanced placement science and math classes are offered for the student looking to get a jump on earning college credit. Your coursework will focus on problem-solving and research within a community of learners that are committed to success. You'll also be able to expand your interest in science, math, and technology by participating in extracurricular activities such as FIRST Robotics, SMTM Council, Knowledge Bowl, Science Bowl, Technology Club, and the Math Team.
Trappers Court here at Fort Vancouver High School. We're at halftime of what's been a pretty spectacular game by the Fort Vancouver Trappers. They lead Hudson's Bay 35-24, and if they win this game, they will have a spot in the playoffs.
I'm Craig Burnback. That was Orion Ludlow, who just gave you a little rundown of where we stand right now at the half. As he mentioned, it's an 11-point game. The home team leads in this rivalry game, but as we saw, no lead is safe. As we saw in the second quarter, Hudson Bay came all the way back to grab the lead just to watch Fort Vancouver
take it all back.
Not just come back, run away with it, it looked like, and lead by 11.
If you miss it, it was 22-11 Trappers. Then it was 24-23 Eagles, and then suddenly it was 35-24, and that's where we find ourselves now as we start the second half. Hudson's Bay has possession here to begin. Teague out to Gibson. Hoover out on the wing in the corner. Back to Teague. Teague goes into the big trees. It goes off the rim. That's off. And here come the Trappers. A nice, Husband Jr. brings the ball up. That's off. No trap to start this. Well, a one-man trap. But, if you just have Morton down there, that's enough of a one-man trap. Nice steal by Dakota Jones. Up comes Husband Jr. He goes out to the wing. Jones unguarded but doesn't shoot it. He gives it to Husband. That's off. Ryapoloff with the board. Ryapoloff up to Hoover right along the sideline here in front of us. Hoover to the rim, up and over and in for two. Now, Hoover hasn't had a chance at the rim much. He does like to shoot both inside and outside, but he hasn't had many chances at the rim so far in this game. But the break's a way to get those chances.
He's done a great job on the boards, that's Hoover, though, so he's helped keep his team in the game by making sure they gain possession.
Trappers probing, but good defense. Cadiz knocks it away. Cadiz all the way down. Cadiz puts it up and in. Look at that. 4 straight. Quick timeout by...
Fort Vancouver needs one, because suddenly their 11-point lead's down to 7.
Coach Ensley says, hey guys. Look, we were just in the locker room like 5 minutes ago. Did you forget everything I said? But it's really nothing necessarily that Fort's not doing. The Eagles came out, Hudson's Bay came out, and came out with a different energy. They've had, Hoover's swept into the rim, got a layup. Cadiz got that fast break. It was a good defense, and the difference I see here in the start of the second half here is that the Trappers aren't trapping. And if we learned one thing in that first half, that Trapper trap. I mean, as Admiral Akbar would say, It's a trap.
That was terrible.
I don't know. I mean,
It's like you were looking for it.
yeah.
You're trying to lead yourself to it.
Yeah. Look,
You gotta
man,
come naturally around.
I got a kid at home who refuses to laugh at anything. I'm trying to hone my humor, but dad humor. All right, here we come back. Now, quite short by Husband, but Green inside with the rebound. Green up on the right side and puts it in. That's a good offensive rebound. That is a way to keep this Hudson's Bay team at bay, is to get those offensive boards if you miss. Rivalry rejected by Green. Green brings it back.
Green's the leading scorer in this game, has 11 now, 9 in the first half, already 2 here. It's a 9-point lead by the home team.
Now this is the Trappers are doing more of a probing offense here. You know, they're moving the ball around. It seems as though the Eagles aren't quite pressing up past the three-point line. Rapaloff manning the key, but oh, nice little fake and a turn by Green. Easy bucket for him. Very nice move.
Green now
a little bit more of a trap
points.
now. Now, Cadiz inside to Rapaloff, one-on-one in the corner is wide open. Nice shot by Eli Hoover, who now has 5 points in this early here in the second half. You know, Hoover does like that jumper, man. I mean, he can shoot the three, but you know, take points where you can get them at this point. It's an 8-point Trapper lead now, and Trappers with the ball. Green gets the ball in the wing, shoots. That's no good. Teague and Cadiz bringing the ball back, fighting this trap. They get it over the timeline. Hoover. Well, he got pushed on the drive. Now,
It's going to be Green. I think that's his third.
Hoover's alternating drives to the rim and three-pointers here in the second half early, and you know, he is probably one of the more talented offensive players on the Eagles team, so it's good to get him involved.
Have to keep our eye on that. Green with 3 fouls, almost picked up his 4th right there. Instead, helps to force a turnover. And
that inbounds play did not go well. They almost were able to get it back, but out the end line, and a turnover.
I think Green got a little lucky there. Could have picked up his 4th, and that would have been maybe a game changer.
Yeah, no kidding. You lose a lot of athleticism, a lot of height, and a lot of scrappiness.
And your leading scorer has got 13.
Husband Jr. gets it stolen. Teague up ahead to his running mate, Gibson, and that doesn't go, but Teague follows. That doesn't go. Rebound by Zeke.
Hudson Bay has to convert on those opportunities if they're going to win here in Fort Vancouver. 3 chances at the rim, and they come away with nothing.
Feels like the refs are calling this game pretty even, but they're really letting a lot happen. With the loud crowd, that's something else. Oh, Ryapolov makes himself available. That's where he's powerful. You know, 5'10" on the roster, man, but that dude is a post. He definitely operates in the post for this team.
Fabrice Teague with a beautiful pass. It's a 6-point game now, 39-33 with less than 4 in the third.
Morton probing, he gets it out to Husband. Husband inside to Green, he's double teamed. Morton is not double teamed. Oh, inside to Zeke. Zeke back to Green.
Oh!
That is a tough miss because that was a beautifully executed pass and a nice shot, just didn't drop.
Looked like he earned a 1.5 point, but couldn't get it to go down to get the 2.
And as we all know, there's no half points in it.
They don't give you 1.5 for almost making it.
Ryapolov,
he
loses control. Ball got tapped, I think, a little bit, and then he tried to regain, and he was moving laterally right out of bounds on the baseline. And we have a Trapper ball. Trapper with a 6-point lead, and about half a third quarter left here. So Morton's bringing it up. Looks like what you call a zone defense. This is a 3-2 zone. Well, now I'm seeing some. Morton. Back to Jones. Back to Morton. Oh, on the end line, a heroic effort because he was essentially hanging about a 45-degree angle in midair and frozen there looking for someone to pass to. But ref says his toes were on that red baseline and it's coming back the other way. A two-man press now, actually 3 men on this side for the Trappers, but Teague gets it over. That's Morton though. Morton looks like went off his feet and they're calling a foul on that.
Eagles now down 6 with a chance to make it a one-possession game if they can knock down a 3 here.
Cadiz inbounding in front of us. You can see my hand. I tried to get on TV there. Teague, though, probing. Started by the much bigger Morton. Inside to Ryapolov with the grit and the grind again. Now
Ryapolov, beautiful job using his body to get a little bit of room, and then that right hand off the glass. It's a 4-point game, 39-35. The Eagles again inching themselves back into this ball game. Fort Vancouver needs to answer.
That's a fun little matchup underneath. Zeke Block and Ryan Ryapolov is. What a nice elevation on that shot by Morton, but that's off. And look, it's a 4-point game. And here come the Eagles. They can make it a 1-point game. Was that hit? They're calling it tap.
It's a tap.
Hoover comes up. Hoover wide open 3. It's a 1-point game, Craig.
It's a 1-point game.
These runs are something else. First team that can put together a run and then put together some stops after that run. I don't know. We almost got a brand new ball game.
Yeah.
Knocked away by Teague. Terrific hands. Gathered up by Ryapolov, and here comes
Hudson has
Gibson.
a chance to take the lead back.
Oh, the post move, just what a ball by Teague. Now,
Teague,
look at it, just bouncing. And so now it's 40-39. Eagles, the road team, have taken the lead after being down, 13 at the half? So
11 at the half.
11, I'm sorry. Well, there is Zeke. I mean, it's almost like the fancy stuff's going away, and they are just, I spoke too soon. What a nice fast break by the Eagles. Back and forth, 42-41, Eagles.
That was Gibson up and in for his first 2, I think, in the game, and it's 42-41, Eagles.
And they're almost daring them to shoot the deep one. Obviously no kid's gonna shoot one that deep right now. What a beautiful zigzagging dribble by Morton. And he's got 2 more. Eagles break the trap. Ryapolov is going to take it. Oh, off the glass. That was well defended. He maybe should have taken that back out again. But here comes Morton. Morton gets it over to Husband Jr. He hits up top. Now there's Huffman. He made a whole bunch of 3s in that first 12.
That is way off.
2 at least. Gibson gets it. Gibson's coming back. Picks up the ball. Still on the dribble. He's in the trees, off the rim, but he's going to shoot a couple of free throws. I think that I feel like the Eagles are using more of their speed in the backcourt in the second half.
Yeah, they're definitely making the pass a little earlier too, or they're not stopping. So they're not able to get trapped. So clearly at halftime, a good job talking to his players and letting them know, like, hey, you can't do what we did last half. Either go or make a pass before you get double teamed.
A couple of prime numbers on the board, 43-43, little math nerd humor there for you. Both these teams in their prime. We got a brand new ball game with 16 seconds and 1 quarter left.
Back into the game is Myron Lawrence, number 40. Lawrence, by the way, Orion, a really good running back as well, as you can imagine. He needs a yard, he gets a yard.
The lead change has been, ever since it was 39-38, it's been a lead change almost every possession here. Oh, Morton goes left again. They are not calling anything. So we, Craig, amazingly, after that 11-point halftime deficit, we are going into the 4th quarter with the Eagles ahead, 44-43, on their rival floor. Unbelievable run that they just had to actually take the lead. And again, if Hudson's Bay wins tonight, the Eagles, who lead by 1, they would force a playoff of some sort.
And if Fort Vancouver wins, they're in the playoffs.
Exactly. Fort Vancouver would have those 4.
All right, as you may know, Vancouver voters passed the bond measure back in February and worked to improve school buildings and replace others has already begun. Recently, the district announced the location of a new downtown elementary school to be built on a lot right next to the library. That school will be a magnet program specializing in art and innovation. To stay up to date on the progress of the bond projects, head to the district website, vansd.org/ Three schools.
And you see that lot there? That's right along I-5, right in the heart of downtown. It's a pretty neat location for a new school. And now we're back. 8 minutes left in this game, Craig. Road team ahead by 1. Seems like this has been back and forth. What's it going to take to win this?
Fort Vancouver had a big answer last time. Hudson Bay made a run. Let's see if they do it again. So much at stake. Bragging rights, a playoff spot, a win on senior night.
The peace pipe.
Will Fort Vancouver answer? Down by 1 in their final quarter, in their final home game of the season.
Morton gets inside. Morton is fouled after the nice look by Huffman, after Huffman was able to get close in with the pump fake. Now, again, another chance for a lead change here. Morton will shoot 2.
Morton's got 10 points, second leading scorer, behind the 13 from Johnny Green for Fort Vancouver.
We also think that Morton may have, well, let's just say more steals than Ricky Henderson. At this point, he could tie it. That tie is in. Morton, a fantastic free throw shooter. He's only missed 2 tonight. He's made quite a bit more than that. Cadiz brings it up.
Here comes the trap.
Cadiz finds
3
Teague.
on 1.
Teague kind of into the defense. He gets it. Back out to Cadiz. Hoover sees the line. Now there is Teague from deep. That's off the back rim.
Great rebound by Green. There was 2 guys on him. Had excellent position, got the rebound, and then got fouled.
Now, it doesn't look like there's going to be free throws yet. Both teams just have, the Trappers have 3 fouls. The Eagles just 2 fouls this quarter. That doesn't seem right. We just started. I'm sorry. Maybe that's for the half. All right, but here we go. Husband Jr. passes right to Green. Green brings it back up top. He finds Huffman. They're probing. They're weaving. Husband, inside. That is tapped away by Cadiz and stolen by Ryopolov. Out to Teague. Teague with a scary pass, but Ryopolov, all guts. Just grabs that tipped pass and goes right to the rim with it. He knows where they've been having their success in the second half. It hasn't been from being pretty. It's been from getting to the rim and getting tough. Not pretty, gritty.
There you go.
But kind of, still good passes. They've had some nice pass breaks this half too.
Now, we don't balls from the free throw line. That'll get the crowd up. You don't want to give them something to cheer about.
Yeah,
Now we know why.
Why Ryopolov plays inside.
Exactly.
But, he makes up for that. So that's he's in great company.
Yeah, but you can't get a rebound on an air ball if you're the shooter from the free throw line. Oh, way to bounce back.
No rim, nothing but net.
1 point lead for the Eagles.
Now here come the Trappers back up. A little under 7 left in this game. No sense of necessarily urgency yet, but you definitely, Huffman, he misses that 3.
What a job by Green, but he can't get it to fall.
Ryopolov somehow comes out of there. A lot of fouls going on right now. Now that is the Trappers' 5th foul of the half. So I believe that they need to get to 7 to shoot the 1-and-1. That's a side out.
That's Jamil Morton's 4th foul.
They cannot afford to lose him. He's going to need to, and that's going to be something that's on his mind.
It's hard not, they're probably going to sum him out, but the way they trap, it's really hard to protect the guy. Great up fake.
Ryopolov has some rise. He is a 5'10", but he just gobbled up Huffman's layup attempt there.
Just so everyone knows, that foul was on the body, not on the block.
No, the block was.
And the foul was on Cadiz, not on.
That makes a lot of sense.
It was a clean block.
Huffman will get 2 free throws though, because he was fouled on the drive or on the shot. There's no continuation in high school basketball. I learned that last week. So you have to be fouled literally in the act of shooting for it to be a shooting foul, which sure does solve a lot of the wishy-washy wondering stuff. Huffman with 1 more free throw here. He ties the game at 45.
He's got 7 points. There's 2 threes in the first half. We've got a tie ball game with 6 minutes left.
And folks, this crowd is intense. If you're not here, you must feel like you're here with the way things are going. And look at that, Ryapolov draws yet another foul. He's going back to the rim. Was that on Green? No, that was not on Green. So that was on, I'm sorry. That was on Myron Lawrence, absolutely. So yeah, that's his third foul. And Lawrence now is in the game with Green at the post. Ryapolov shooting 2.
With those 4 fouls, they did take Morton out of the game. Smart will probably go back. 3 minutes left.
Sure, right. Give him some rest, have him come in and initiate
Just
some
don't want to
offense.
foul out.
Nope.
6 minutes left.
That'd be a
I
waste.
hope that his teammates can pick things up. Maybe Green can get some points. They can have the lead. And then when he comes in, he can play all out.
Little slick spot out on the floor there. Ryapolov doing double duty. He's mopping up the sweat, and now he's going to shoot a second free throw.
Yeah, well, he's got to make the free throw. In the tie ball game, he's now 1 for 3. Fourth quarter right now, Evergreen, by the way, leading 82-70 over Mountain View.
So that would, were Evergreen to win this, Evergreen will be in the playoffs. Evergreen, of course, with a 1-game lead on Hudson's Bay and Mountain View for the 3rd and 4th spot in the playoffs.
Fort Vancouver, they win. They're in. They're down 1 now with 6 minutes left on their home court.
Husband Jr. gets up. That is way off right, but look who's there, man. It was Green with another rebound, and we're going to be it's going to be Trapper ball. Now, also tonight, Prairie and Kelso are playing for the GSHL 3A championship. If I'm not mistaken, if Prairie wins, they'll have a coin flip for first and second place. But that's off. Ryapolov has the ball.
Prairie did win that basketball game.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go. Prairie and Kelso will tie for the GSL title. Cadiz over to Hoover. Hoover sees an opening. He shoots. That is his spot, but that one is just off a little long. Husband's got it back. A little bit of a press by Gibson. Teague guarding the much taller Green. Now Ryapolov switches off on him.
And Green did what he needed to do to get a foul. Well done.
Now Green should have a chance here. No, they're doing it.
He's on the floor.
Okay.
It's smart. Get those fouls up. You'll get to the foul line, and when you're a good free throw shooter like Green, you'll get points.
They're probing inside Lawrence. And Lawrence, that's going to be going the other way. You see Cadiz down there cheering that. That's a lucky move. Trying to break that trap, 3-man trap, and they do get it across half court. There we are. Lots of heavy arms in there. But we have a timeout by the Hudson's Bay
What a
Eagles.
ball game. 1-point game, less than 5 minutes left. So much on the line.
Now we need to look at some foul trouble. I'm looking up here, Craig, and I'm seeing that Ryan Ryapolov now has 4 fouls. Green has 4 fouls. We think that Morton may have 4 fouls as well, or at least 3. Oh, we got something to read. Announcements.
All right, this is the final VPS Game Time broadcast of the year. Let's take a moment to recognize the great students that are working on tonight's broadcast. Most of these guys are students and ladies, are students in the district's video production programs who are learning about careers in television. In addition to the students on camera tonight, we've got more back in the control room, directing, running replays, graphics, and audio. This year, more than 24 students from at least 8 middle and high schools volunteered. Volunteers included students from schools outside the district as well. Thanks to all of these students for giving their time to bring local sports to our community. We're a standing ovation from Orion and I.
Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah!
Yeah, well done.
Every shot you're seeing on the TV tonight is being shot by a Vancouver School District student or from one of the other visiting schools. Oh, still slick down there.
Right back, Hudson Bay.
Cadiz gets it back, and he keeps it out top. Almost stolen by Huffman, but Hoover with a little teardrop floater gets his own rebound, doesn't get his rebound. Husband Jr. pulls it down after slipping on that wet spot down there by the trap on the left end of this basketball court. Over to Huffman, sorry. We got
That's going to be
Dakota Jones.
ball.
Pass came the direction he wasn't moving. He had to stretch out for it, and it just slipped away.
Tough job there with Huffman in the corner. It was deflected, but he probably didn't know that. Should have just let it go out of bounds, but probably he might not have seen the deflection. He reached for it. Unfortunately for him, touched it, went out of bounds.
Now you just saw the ref toweled off the ball. It's so hot in here, that basketball is sweating. I'm sweating. You sweating? I'd say
I'm as cool as a cucumber, Orion.
you always have been.
Thank you, sir. You know I'm sweating.
Yeah, that's right. I can see it on your,
So
on your
Union beats
prodigious forehead.
Union, by the way, beating Skyview in the third quarter, 66-55. With the lead there, that's a double-figure lead, late and a half. Now it's a final, excuse me.
Yeah.
I was going to say it was going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah.
Union beats Skyview by 11, 66-65.
66, yeah, 55. Right.
55.
But
Would have been a much better game with my score.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about the game we got here. Right now, there's still a lot of sweat up there. I'm telling you, it's hot in here. It's humid. The players, I'm sure, are just drenched. But here we have the Hudson's Bay Eagles on the road, playing on the Trappers Court. They're ahead by 1. Demarie Gibson is standing at the free throw line after the loose ball foul. This is a 1-and-1. He makes the first 2-point lead for the Eagles. 1/2 of the final quarter left. This is exciting stuff.
That's what you want from your senior, Gibson. Step up, hit these clutch free throws, makes the first. See if you can put in the second, make it a 3-point lead.
That one's in too by Demarie Gibson. Oh yeah, raise your hands. The
Clutch.
Hudson's Bay crowd behind us likes that. Husband Jr. brings it back.
4 minutes left. I expect we'd see some substitution soon to get Jameel Morton back in the game. He's sitting with 4 fouls.
Green's going in.
Great pass.
That was a nice
Great
hit.
block. Oh, but a foul was called. Weiss cannot believe it. And you know what? He's got something to argue about. That looked clean to me.
It looked clean to me too. It's a tough spot in there where
That's tough to
you
call.
know, there's hands and arms and ball and everything kind of can touch, and I don't know.
Huge free throws now.
Yeah, Lawrence
Myron Lawrence up and good.
makes that one. And I'll tell you, the man can shoot. I watched him sing a couple of threes in warm-ups. An unorthodox shooting style, but results, man, results. Oh, and the home crowd.
We've got a
The
1-point
home
game.
crowd is pumped. We got home crowd to the right of us. We got road crowd to the left of us. We got a
Here comes the
1-point
trap.
Eagles lead. There is a trap, but they get it across with Cadiz. Cadiz kind of fumbles it. It's in the corner. That's a 3-pointer. Not good, but the rebound by Weiss. Weiss in.
Working it.
And off the backboard and in. Weiss, an amazing offensive rebound. One of the bigger guys on the floor. And height.
Not one of,
for
the biggest guy on the floor.
And he gobbles up that offensive rebound. A terrific putback over the defense, and it's a 3-point Eagles lead. Again, Eagles win this, and the playoff implications are enormous. Husband Jr. out to Huffman, who has a couple of threes. Huffman tries the risky pass. Weiss coughs it up. The rebound by Teague. Teague finds Gibson up ahead. He lays it up and in. A 5-point game. 3 minutes left.
As I mentioned, with 3 minutes, Jameel Morton, senior captain, gets off the bench and gets ready to check into this game. But he's getting ready to check into the game with his team down right now by 5, but with the basketball.
You called it, Craig, and I'll tell you, they need Morton's play right now. He has been someone who's been setting up the offense all game and playing good defense too, and they need both those things right now. That's a 3 by Green.
That's a clutch shot.
Green. A nice elbow 3-pointer.
A 2-point game.
Weiss tiptoeing. He's on the sideline. It goes out. A 3 off the rim. And it's rebounded by Husband Jr. A chance for the Trappers.
I think we've got a timeout and an injury.
Maybe a lower body injury.
Yeah, it looks like a groin the way he was reaching in, James Husband Jr. You know what, the timeout though, not at a bad time anyway, because you really want to get Jameel Morton in the game as soon as possible. 2:10 in the game. Trappers are down by 2. Morton had 4 fouls, had to sit out about 3 minutes. He and Green have been the best players on the court.
Hey, we got another announcement for you.
If you want a closer look at your local public schools, you've got a great opportunity coming up. Join the patron tour of Thomas Jefferson Middle School and the Felita Elementary School on Friday, February 23rd. The focus of the tour is how students are using technology in the classroom. The tour begins with a presentation from the school superintendent, Dr. Steve Webb, and he'll ride on the big yellow school bus along with the attendees. It's totally free unless you want lunch afterwards, which is just $5. The culinary arts students at Fort Vancouver High School make the food. They always do a great job. Sign up at vansd.org or call Sue Knable at 360-313-4720. Once again, 360-313-4720.
You know, Craig, I really like food, and I would love to have a meal prepared by the culinary arts students. Yeah, I saw some video of what they're doing. They're learning, different knife techniques with the vegetables and nutrition. It's a pretty neat program. So here we go. 2:10. Morton's back in the game. He's going to bring the ball up the floor. His Trappers down 2. A chance to take the lead or, at the very least, tie the ball game on this possession. Just 2 minutes now. 2 minutes to go in the game. They're probing. Morton on the dribble. He gets it out to the wing. Hard to see who that is. That is, I believe, Huffman. Yeah, Huffman up to Jones. Dakota Jones looking for somebody. He gets it over to a beautiful spin move by Morton. Morton's going to take it himself. And that ball is coming this direction. They're calling a foul.
Nope, not a foul, just out of bounds.
Oh, is that all?
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm glad to hear that.
Taking Weiss out of the game, an interesting decision. He's been so effective.
A trap all the way to the baseline. They're getting it back now. And it's over the line with 5 seconds to spare. Not bad. Oh, and Teague just no regard.
We'll take it go. Fort Vancouver with the ball. It's loose. Oh, they called for a ball. I think that was the right call.
Now, Ralph who was in that scrum, you see him there. He has 4 fouls. He was trying to make something happen. He didn't pick up a 5th foul, but they don't get possession. Probably a fair trade right there from him. They're going to need him in this last minute and a half. So, all right. Up comes Morton. Morton to Huffman. Up top to Morton. They're probing. Morton's on the dribble. He's moving with the ball. See the offense kind of slide around to fill in the open space. Another risky pass by Huffman. And that's taken by Cadiz. Cadiz to Teague. Teague slows it down. He's got a bigger defender back on him. Cadiz up top.
Yeah, they're going to want to kill a little bit of clock if they can. Teague with a crossover.
And that's over to Hoover. Hoover drags his, almost gets the rebound. Does get it. Can he get a timeout?
They gave him the timeout. Coach called it. Smart job.
You know, I like what I just saw there out of Dakota Jones. He helped Hoover up. They smiled at each other. I've seen a lot of, pats and stuff. I think these guys really, this isn't the sort of...
it's a good rivalry game. It's exactly what you want. People
absolutely.
competing hard.
What a great game it's
Guys
been,
that
too.
grew up together.
So we're down to less than a minute to go in this game. And it's a 2-point lead for the Eagles. It's a Eagle possession at this point. The shot clock is at 33 seconds. So I imagine if they want to hold, they can hold till there's about 14 left.
The hard part is
do that.
They'd like to hold, but you know the Trappers are going to trap.
Yes.
So to hold for that amount for 33 seconds, we haven't seen that all game long.
Yes.
So I just don't know if Fort Vancouver is going to allow them to hold. I mean, you're either going to get a layup out of this if they break it correctly, or they're going to get a steal, Fort Vancouver. If I'm Hudson Bay, I'm saying get a good shot, get fouled.
Yes. Right,
don't worry about the shot clock right now or the clock. Just play smart.
Play your offense and try to get to a 2-possession lead,
no
right?
No way you're going to be able to hold the ball for 33 seconds and not get it stolen.
Absolutely. But
they're holding
the ball
it.
is in.
You know the trap's coming.
Demarie Gibson has it. He's had to pick up his dribble. Now Teague has it.
They're not
Teague
trapping.
got it by
This
Huffman.
is a strange decision. Fort Vancouver trapped all game long, and now with 30 seconds left, they decide to not trap.
This is a tough one. Now, Ryalpolov had it in the key. There's still 12
And
on
there's
the
10
shot
on the
clock.
10 on the shot clock now.
And so Gibson's looking at his coach, what to do, getting it over to Hoover.
They're not going to get a shot off. They're not even going to get a shot off.
Oh, Ryalpolov.
Oh, he drove it. Oh, he drove it.
12 seconds left. It's a 4-point game for the Eagles have the lead. Huffman with a 3. That's off the rim. Rebound by Cadiz. Cadiz has it. There's 3 left. Are they
Game's
going to foul
over.
him? 2.
The ball game is over. Oh, a backflip. Teague with a backflip on the court to celebrate the victory. When do you see a basketball player do a backflip like a gymnast to celebrate a rivalry victory on the home court of his biggest rival? What an ending! The Eagles win at 54-50 all right.
What an incredible! They held the Trappers to 15 points in the second half and scored 32 on their own. 30. What a game! What a finish!
What a strange decision though. Fort Vancouver had trapped all game long, decides down by 2 to not trap and let them take the final shot. Hudson Bay, and in the end, Hudson Bay gets a great shot, a fall away by your guy.
Yeah. After he airballed the free throw earlier, he showed that free throw distance, that was an anomaly. And here's more shots. Now, this is our second half highlights. Ryalpolov, good. This is Hoover. Hoover, when you don't card him on that three-pointer, man, that is his shot. But boy, this is somebody that they missed. When Morton had to leave the game with the fouls, they missed him. That was when the Eagles seemed to take control, and that's your winning shot. What a game. A pretty incredible finish by the Hudson's Bay Eagles to win their 3rd in a row in league, to move up to a tie with Fort Vancouver for the 4th place in the league. So after having split the season series, I wonder if there's going to be a Hudson's Bay Fort playoff game tomorrow, or do they decide this with a flip? Because Hudson's Bay is now 3-7. Fort Vancouver is now 3-7. Evergreen moved to 4-6. Mountain View is at 2-8. So we have two spots in 3 teams.
So we have a rematch. Fort and Bay will play again tomorrow at 5 o'clock at Union High School. So what we just got here will happen again tomorrow on a neutral court. So
drink up those fluids, pickle juice, ice up, son. This is going to be amazing.
It's like when you do it, when you're at the playground. You're done. Run it back, boys. Let's run it back.
And it's the rubber match. They each have a win. What a great game.
Yep.
Hey, for Craig Burnback, who I had a great time with you, man.
Always appreciate it.
This is Orion Ludlow. You've been watching Game Time, Vancouver Public Schools broadcast of Hudson's Bay beating the Fort Vancouver Trappers 54-50. Good night.
This VPS Game Time broadcast is brought to you in part by the Foundation for Vancouver Public Schools, getting kids to school healthy, happy, and ready to learn. For more information, go to www.foundationforvps.org.